Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to DSA for FAANG. Okay, so now let's finish this pattern programming series by solving one last Google pattern program. Okay, so this is the program Ask in Google, Ask by Google, okay, and one of the most hardest pattern. It considered in the hardest category. Okay, it's a ninja pattern program. Fine. The next thing is rest all 35 patterns which I have selected you to master pattern programs. I want you to solve by yourself. Okay, why? Because I already shown you, I already created two videos before it, and in that I have shown you the trick. So using that trick, these problems can easily be solved. You can see there are different shapes, numbers, asterisk, okay, alphabets, rhombus, and other spaces problems. Fine, but I the motto of this video is to solve this program, okay, because it considered as a hardest problem and asking Google. Fine, so now let's deep dive into the problem. Fine, and I'll show you. I've already solved this problem, but we will go from scratch. You can see if I run this, then okay, you can see same thing. Fine, so now let's start it. Okay, before starting the video, I want you to pause the video, okay, and observe this problem, that what this problem is asking us to do. Observe it, okay, and just observe one more thing, that how we can proceed it. Do it. I hope you've already done it. Okay, so now open your notebook and just write one thing. One note point is, when you see a complex problem, whenever you say complex problem, divide it into a small known pattern problems. Okay, and this point is valid on our next topic, that is recursion, the father of DSA. Okay, so whenever you see a complex problem, just divide that problem into small known patterns. Now what it means? It means that, see here, this is one pattern which we already solve, or we can easily solve using the trick table. 4 4 3 4 3 2 4 3 2 1. This is the first pattern. 4 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Second pattern. And the last, third pattern. 4 4 4 4 4 5 times. Here n is equals to 4, so n 5 times, then n minus 1 3 times, then n minus 2 1 time. 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 2 5. Odd series. Okay, and whenever suppose after solving this pattern up to here, these three is replica of it. You can see first row, second row, and third row. Replica of it, nothing. So now this pattern, it is the hardest pattern, but actual it is the most easiest pattern. Yeah, believe me, stay with me. Okay, so the very first thing is, let's go step by step. Okay, and our first step is, let's draw this pattern. 4 4 3 4 3 2 and 4 3 2 1. Okay, so where's my whiteboard? Yeah, here's my whiteboard, and our first pattern is 4 4 3 4 3 2 4 3 2 1. Okay, let's draw the trick table. Fine, row and column, number of column filled. Okay, according to the trick, number of column filled. Fine, in the first row, how many columns filled? 1. There's only one column filled. In the second row, 2 columns filled. These. In the third row, 3 columns filled. In the fourth row, 4 columns filled. Okay, you can see In the first row, one column filled, second row, two columns, third row, three columns, and fourth row, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 columns filled. Fine. Now we want to find out the conditions of two for loop. Two for loop. Yeah. Pattern programs are solved using two for loops, that we already know. But the important thing is find out the conditions. What are the conditions? This for loop responsible traversing through rows, and this for loop responsible traversing through columns. Okay, we have already just drawn the trick table of row and columns. Fine. Now just observe carefully. Put this for loop here and put this for loop here, because row for loop in the row space and column for loop in the column space. This is the inner for loop. It is the outer for loop. When outer for loop, that is row, is equals 1, in this case, when row is equals 1, column, how many columns got printed? Only one column. Yeah, only 4 got printed. That means the inner for loop should run only one time. Yeah. When row is 2, there are 2 columns printed. That means the inner for loop, this for loop, run 2 times. At one time it print 4, second time it print 3. So we are getting, okay, when row is 3, 3 columns got printed. That is why we have drawn this table. So we are getting some results, that when row is 1, that means only one column got printed. So outer condition is row is traversing from 1 to 4, 1 to n. Okay, row equals 1 and row less than equals n. But what is the inner condition? That is the main thing. Outer is very simple, till 1 to n, 1 to n. Inner condition, when row is 1, so this for loop, that is inner for loop, is traversing only one time. That is why one column filled. So only 4 were printed. It is traversing only one time. When row is 2, it is traversing 2 times. That is why at one time 4 and 3. Only 2 column filled. So the condition is coming is column is less than equals to row. Why? Because you can see when row is 1, column for loop is running only one time and it is terminating. That means if column reaches to row, it should terminate. That is why, and after following this condition only we will get this pattern. Okay, like stop considering these numbers. If you want to just draw this pattern, then when row is 1, okay, the inner for loop should run only one time. That is why only one star got printed. When row is 2, this for loop, so when row is 2, condition come inside, so inside for loop should run only 2 times. That is why at one time 1 star, second time 2 star. That means inner for loop condition should be reaches to row and it should terminate. When row is 3, so it should reaches to 3 and it should terminate. Okay, so that is why the condition of inner for loop is column less than equals to row. Till it reaches to row, it should print. And what it should print, we will see what it to print. Here it is numbers, here it is star. Okay, but the condition, the main condition, we got the condition. Okay, the pattern 90% pattern solved. Column equals to 1 and column less than equals to row. Now inside it SOP, what we need to print? Here n equals to 4. So 4, then 4 3, then 4 3 2, then 4 3 2 1. So after, when this for loop is ending, again it reaches to row. Again it should start from 4. You can see 4, again 4 3, 4 3 2. So we need to print something, function of n. Okay, suppose it is printed 4, which is n. Then n and n minus 1, that is 4 3, then n minus 1, n minus 2. So something n minus. Now you can see it, the inner for loop is running 2 times. Okay, 2 times means 1 and 2, 0 and 1. Yeah, so inner for loop is running 2 times. One is 0th time and one is 1 time. Okay, when row is 2. When row is 3, inner for loop is running 3 times. 0, 1 and 2. That means here it is a value of column and it is a value of n. Okay, so that is why we have find out a equation which is row equals 1, row less than equals n, row plus plus, inner for loop is column equals 1, column less than equals row, which we already discussed, column plus plus, and SOP int k equals n, k minus column plus 1. Okay, why I have taken the k? Because see, we don't want to tamper that value of n. Okay, so that's why after every termination of inner for loop, I am initializing k to value of n. Why? Because for every time I need to start with 4. Okay, so this is what, and suppose if row is 1, column is 1, 1 less than equals to 1, condition true. So k is 4, 4 minus column is 1 plus 1, cancel 4. When row is 2, come inside, column is 1, 1 less than equals 2, so k minus 1 plus 1, 4, column plus plus, column is 2, 2 less than equals 2, condition true, so k minus, now column is 2 plus 1, k minus 1, 4 minus 1, 3, 4 and 3, you can see in a point. See, if you will not get till now also, then don't worry, we will solve the program. We'll open my Eclipse, code it, and then after coding it I'll show you using debugging, and after debugging there will be no confusion in your mind. Okay, so now let's go to my Eclipse and then solve it. Okay, let me first erase this all. Okay, let me erase this also. We will solve by scratch, from scratch. Okay, fine. Now what we've seen, whatever we have seen, we will just copy paste here. Row equals 1. Okay, row less than equals n, and row plus plus. For int column equals 1, column less than equals row, and column plus plus. Okay, system.out.print, what we need to print is, we have decided that we are initializing k with value of n, because every time we want to start with 4, that is n, k minus column plus 1, and after every row it should change the line. Let me run it. See, 4 4 3 4 3 2 4 3 2 1, we have started and we have already print the first this pattern we printed it. Okay, and let me also debug it. I promised I will not leave anything. Let me put the debug pointer here. Okay, I'll show you like how it is going and how it is running. So debug as Java application. Okay, control will stops here, find control stopped here. Okay, and the row is 1. Okay, row is 1, k is equals to n, which is k, n is 4. Then condition true, because column also 1 and 1 is less than equals 1, condition true. So k is 4, 4 minus column is 1, minus 1 plus 1, cancel. So SOP 4. See, 4 got printed. Then column plus plus, so column plus plus, that is row is 1 and column becomes 2, so condition false, it came outside, line change. Then row is 2, k again initialized to n. What is n? N is 4. Okay, now row is 2 and column is 1, so 1 less than equals to 2, condition true, came inside, k minus column plus plus, so minus 1 plus 1, cancel, again printed 4. Then column is 2 now, column plus plus, So 2 is less than equals, row is also 2, condition again true. So k minus column is 2, so 4 minus 2, 2 plus 1, 3. Now column plus plus, column become 3, condition failed, again came outside, row plus plus, row equals 3, k again initialize 2, 4 because we need to start from 4. Then you can see 4, 3, 2. Just focus here. Okay, and then the last iteration 4, 3, 2 and 1, and row plus plus, condition failed because it exceeds n, so loop ends. This is what the complete, see, in this way no one will explain you, using debugging in pen and paper and using trick table. So we have completed the part first of our Google pattern. This is the pattern, this is one. Second thing, this thing, this is second thing, and third thing, this is. Now debugging is the most important part. Let me show you. It is connected to the pattern number 2, like how we will get this pattern. Okay, so now let me put it side by side. Let me put it side by side. So I want this in the here side and this in the here side. Just let me first run it. Let me start debugging. Okay, fine. In the very first, the loop is started, okay, and condition true, it got printed 4. Fine, it got printed 4. That means in the first row, this is when row is equals to 1. When row is equals to 1, it came inside, okay, it checks the condition, 1 less than equals 1, condition true, it prints 4. That means this 4 is printed. Just see carefully, this 4 is printed. Fine. Now we don't want to change the line because the condition is getting false. Column plus plus, column less than equals to row, condition getting false, it came outside. You can see it came outside and it will change the line. We don't want it. Why? Because now we want this pattern. If it change the line, then it start here. No, we want first this pattern to print and then we will change the line. So that means we very well know that, okay, before changing the line we need to add something so that we get this pattern. Okay, that means we need to add some like one for loop. Okay, one loop, so that it will print continuous 4. Okay, it will print this continuous 4. Now the next question coming from you that, okay, we need to print something before changing the line. Now what we need to print and how much, like what is the condition of that? Okay, see here we have done this pattern, okay, using the trick table. Now we need to do this pattern. Okay, so there are 1 2 3 4 5. Now you will be asking, why only 5 fours? Why not 6? Why not 7? And why here it is the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 fours are there? Why 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 4 column 4 in rows and 7 fours in rows and 7 fours in columns are there? Why not 8? Why not 9? Why not 10? So there's a equation 2n minus 1. Okay, so n is here is 4. So 2 into 4 minus 1, 2 into 4 8 minus 1 7. That is why there are 7 rows and 7 columns. 7 columns and 7 rows. Give me a point. So this is the trick behind it. It's not trick, it's a formula. 2n minus 1. Okay, that means now we know that the end condition of this, that means this value and this value, index is 2n minus 1. What is 2n minus 1? 7. That means it is a 7th. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, we know the end condition. Fine. Now what we will do by getting this? This is our first pattern. Okay, now we need to print this. Why? Because it is a second pattern. This is the second pattern and this is the third pattern. So before changing the line, we need to add some for loop to print this pattern. Now what we need to add? Let's go jump deep dive into our. So our next pattern is 4 4 4 4 4 3 3 3 and 2. Okay, so this is a pattern. Now yeah, you can see 1 4 is already printed. Okay, we need to print this 5 4s. So you need to add some condition in the for loop. And what would be the condition? For, let's take m, so int m equals 1 until see, I'm also brainstorming. I have not by hearted. I'm also thinking like what would be the condition so that in the first row we can have 5 4s and then in the second row we have 3 3s, that is 5 of n and 3 of n minus 1 and then 1 of n minus 2. So we know the end condition. We know the end condition, that is 2n minus 1. So if we will print from here till 2n minus 1 less than, not equals to, less than, that is up till here. Yeah, so this will be the condition. And from here, got it. Yeah, the most important point, I got it. So just see here, this is our first pattern, and the condition which I got it is for int m equals I, that is row plus 1, m less than 2n minus 1, m plus plus. Why? See here, using this pattern 4 is already got printed. Okay, 4 is already got printed. Now we want to start printing from here. So what is this? Row plus 1. Okay, this is the first row. So first row plus 1 from here till less than 2n minus 1. Okay, when row is 2, so using this pattern, this 2 got printed. You can see 4 3 got printed. If we run it, then 4 and 3 got printed. That means these two value got printed. So we want to start printing from here. We want to start printing from here, and then it should go till here. So that means 2n, not 2n minus r row. Yeah, we will debug it. Okay, we will debug it. Just first explain the first condition, starting condition, that is row plus 1. Why row plus 1? Because we don't want to start from row. Initially row is 1, so 4 is already got printed. We want to start from row plus 1. In row equals to 2, 4 and 3 already got printed. So let's start from 2 plus 1 from here. In row equals to 3, 4 3 2 already got printed. We want to start from here. Point. So this is we want to print. Okay, we got the starting condition. Ending is m less than 2n minus r. Okay, 2n minus r. So how I got it? Because see here, this is the last 2n minus 1, that is 7. So we don't want to print these because it's our last pattern. We want to print only this pattern. Okay, from here to here. So if I put 2n minus 1 from here, it is a 2n minus less than 2n minus 1, less than 2n minus 1. that means it should print up till here, but in the next row it should also print till here, because it is also considered in 2n minus 1. We don't want this, we don't only want here this 3's. Okay, so that is why we want to 2n minus r. You want to subtract minus r. What is r? 2. So 2 into n is 4 minus 2. 8 minus 2, that is 6, less than 6. So it is 7, it is 6, so less than 6. Yeah, till here we want. Okay, so this is our second second pattern conditions. Fine. So let's jump deep dive into our Eclipse and write the pattern. Don't worry, I'll also do debug. Fine. So let me just, this is we have done. So before changing the line, we need to add int m equals 1, not 1, row plus 1, row plus 1, m less than 2 into n minus row and m plus plus. Inside it, what we need to print? We need to print, initially we have printed 4 3 2, so n minus row plus 1, n minus row is initially 1 1 cancel 4, and then row is 2. Yeah, so let's run it first and check it. Okay, so I think we got it, we got our output, that is, this is our first 4 4 3 2 4 3 2 1. Yeah, let me just okay, so this is our first 4 3 2 1 4, and this is the second. Yeah, we got it. 1 2 3 4 5, then 1 2 3, and then 1. So we have completed our 2 patterns. Okay, the remaining thing is this pattern, 4 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, so it's also a very simple pattern. See, I'm also brainstorming in front of you. I don't know. Okay, I have not by heart it. In our first pattern, you can see how I have calculated. See, by just drawing the trick tables and then these 2 for loops and then all the things, and I've calculated these conditions. Okay, so our next condition is, our next pattern is, what is the next pattern? 4 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Fine, I know 1 will appear only once. I have a solution for that. So next pattern is 4 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Consider it as a star 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 star. Okay, draw the trick table. Row and number of columns filled. In the first row, only 1 column filled. Second row, 2 columns. Third row, 3 columns. Fourth row, 4 column. Okay, fine. So this is for sure that in the first row, the inner for loop should run only 1 time. In the second row, the inner for loop should run only 2 times. In the third row, the inner for loop should run only 3 times. In the fourth row, 4 times. Okay, so the outer for loop, the inner for loop. The outer for loop condition is row equals to 1 and till less than equals to n. This is the condition. Column equals 1, columns traversing from less than equals to row. Okay, but what we want is, we want n minus 1 n minus 2 n minus 1 n. Okay, so this is what we need to think. Every step it is decreasing minus 1 and starting from there till it reaches to n. Okay, fine. So n, and so after every step, first n, suppose if I write the column as, suppose for loop, if the column, suppose I should take it as a int column, this for loop row is already present there. This is the inside only we are writing these for loops. So int column equals int column equals n minus r plus 1. When r is equal to 1, then minus 1 plus 1, it should cancel, so 4, so it print 4. Then when r is 2, so n minus r plus 1, 4 minus 2 plus 1, 4 minus 1, 3. So it should start from 3, it will print 3, and then column plus plus, so it becomes 4, it will print 4. Yeah, I got it. So inner for loop condition is int column equals, or let's take any another variable because column is already taken. So let's take int l equals n minus r plus 1. Let's initialize the value of n l as n minus r plus 1. Okay, and then the condition is l should be less than equals to n and l plus was plus plus. Okay, inside we are printing l. Got it, got it, got it, got it. So let me just erase it, put my pointer. Okay, so this is the last before lining change. After this we will change the line because we have printed all the patterns. Here only one pattern is remaining. Here only one pattern is remaining, this one. Okay, after it we will line change. Okay. So int l equals n minus r plus 1, and l should be less than or equals to n and l plus plus. Okay, and we need to print. Okay, and we need to print. I'll just remove l here only. Let me run it. Okay, so what's the error? Oh, it's not r, it's row. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. So see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 2 fours and rest all are threes, 2 fours and rest all are threes, 4 3 4 3 and 3 twos, 4 3 4 3 and 3 twos. Here 4 3 2 1 1 2 3 4. Why? Because you can see, I know you already got it. So you can see, right, here we have already printed 4 3 2 1. Here also we are printing 4 4 3 4 2 3 4 and 1 2 3 4. So 1 is printing 2 times. Okay, but what we want is 1 should be print only one time. So what we need, just add one condition that when if either in this for loop, either in this for loop or in this for loop, add one condition that when k minus col plus 1 reaches equals to 1, because k minus call plus 1 only printing SOP k minus call plus 1. So k minus call plus 1 equals to 1. Skip it. Simple. So if k minus call plus 1 equals 1, continue. Okay. So what you need to do is when k minus call plus 1 reaches to 1, you should continue. That means continue means it should not continue the next iterations or next operations. Okay, it will just go to the next iteration. Okay, so now let me erase this all the things and let me again relearn it. Java. See here. 4321 234 4321 234. So we have completed the our major part of the ninja level pattern, that is first part. The rest is completely replica. See here, completely replica, there's nothing. Okay, so fine. Yeah, now the most important thing is I want to tell you that let me just make a bigger size. So let me just directly, yeah, see here, this is the first nested for loop. Okay, for this complete part, in this there are three patterns: 1, 2 and 3. So we have used one outer for loop and 3 inner for loops for 3 patterns. Now from here you need to use again nested for loop for this part. When row equals to, here see, row equals to 1 to n, 1 2 3 4, row equals to 1 to n minus 1, because there are only 3 rows. Fine, this is the row condition. Row equals to 1 to n minus 1, 1 2 3. And now there are also 3 part: 4 3 2, 4 3 and 4. This is 4 3 2, 4 3 and 4. This is the first part. Second part is this. Now just observe carefully. It's I know it's completely replica. You can just see. Just see. It is the first part. Okay. Now you see 4 3 2, 4 3 and 4. Okay. 2 here. See, completely replica. Reverse triangle. 4 5 times 3 and then 2. 2 4 5 times 3 and 2. And then here 2 3 4 3 4 4. 2 3 4 3 4 4. 4 3 2 4 3 2. 4 3 4 3 4 4. This line will remain the same. Act means completely replica. I know. And in the starting of video I already told you that this problem is nothing. It's the easiest problem. What you need to do is just follow the great tactics, okay, and divide the problem in smaller problems so that it can easily be solved by you and can be easily tackled. It's a Google problem. Google has asked it. Fine. So I hope you will do it. Okay, if you're not able to do it, just comment in this video. The very next video I'll share the code, or I'll create the video. Okay, by just sharing the code only you'll get it, because you can just compare from this format. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and from now, okay, here we have end the payment, not payment, okay, because I am doing the payment application of using Spring Boot. Okay, so I just in my head. So we have completed the pattern programmings. Okay, and from now on we're gonna start a new and the father of data structure and algorithm, that is recursion. Fine. The first video of recursion will not be using any code, any editor, anything, because there I want you to build the intuition. Recursion is the most complex topic, and one go it is very difficult to understand. Okay, Don't worry, I'll not make you think like that. So this is what about this video. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you enjoy the video, then please like, share, and please subscribe and support. Okay, thank you.